very easy bit of banana take here. You can see HS is a little bit curious as to those sandbags because Taz has been a consistent element there, but they're actually playing quite deep on the side at this point.
So the gift for the girl getting hit with the sausages, but it's bananas and it's the Penta logo. All the banana they need. But again, perhaps the more concerning side is that we've got a minute left in the round and Virtus.pro been able to sit on the most part of that utility to stall. And that hasn't been drawn out at all by Penta. So that might indicate a fast hit or an attempt to force a rotation elsewhere or just go through smokes like we've seen work for them in the past.
All a ruse though, isn't it? You've got 3, maybe 4 smokes going up over by A as we speak. Steiny's still there being a nuisance, but this is a B hit. Now VP have already been playing this very, very passively and they've read this well. Pasha already going to head over. He's going to get quickly towards Speedway. Neo's still there. It's all on how much Sunny can do. Oh, is this a double? Yeah, Crystal's coming back. Okay, this is nice. Crystal and Innocent are both coming back. Neo's now going to head over through Library. Zen now, Pete. Oh my god, they're going to cut off the 2B players as well. They just have to get past Bialy. That is it. Zen finding Snacks too. He's just been unleashed. It's just Taz now holding down B. They're coming right on back. But maybe this is a mistake. They've outthought themselves here, Penta. They've got 20 seconds. They've still got 2 players. It's HS now picking up the mantle.
All right, Taz last man off the side here. Who really needs to go big or go home? And at this stage is not going to be enough. Penta roll across the top of them. And that was VP trying to buy back into this game, Lauren. I guess money doesn't solve all of your problems, does it?
4-9, and the cash has been cut off. 3K with VP. You want to keep... Ooh. Okay, buying down to about 2K. CZs, 5-7s. I don't know what to say. VP is struggling here. They're, you know, it's kind of floundering territory. The vast majority of bolstering their rounds right now was that pistol. Of course, in their back pocket, 3 rounds back-to-back. As soon as we got to the gun rounds, they've only managed 1 since they fell into this. So a little bit of a problematic half here for them. But, you know, their T side wasn't too bad when we saw them before. It was the CT side that was a real dominant issue there. You kind of theorized that, you know, against Big Baby, there could have been more if they'd been able to kind of punish that further, but it wasn't to be. Anyway, into this one we go. Again, Penta struggling to get that top banana control, but it doesn't really matter. You still only have pistols to come up against.
It's definitely an ugly start here for VP in terms of what they can bring into the round. I've got to say, Penta have been looking very on point. It's so impressive from a team that we used to really treat as a joke team in the Pro League, Lauren. Different players, to be sure, but we never really took them seriously. They never really earned that right. But now, perhaps, it's the beginning of something great. 9-4. So much damage already done, and Pasha might just have to come forward with this one here as well. Or just get cut down in the smoke. That's probably more of a tail between your legs way to finish that story, but it is what it is. And now Bialy up on that side is going to get pressure. Crystal will find him there. Pistols out for the boys. And HS finds Snacks as well. It's just Taz waiting in the wings, waiting for his chance to return to the spotlight, but he thinks against it. The jitters, too strong.
God. 4-10. This is the thing, right? I was saying at the start of this game, they can buy this round, so keep eyes on the buy. But I was saying, do you know what? It should be fine, right? Like, we saw VP yesterday. Yeah, they lost to Big, but it's still VP. It's still Penta. Penta didn't look that great. There was always that thought in the back of my mind, like, but, you know, Penta did just get back from that. These 2 players who are meant to be, you know, quite heavy hitters, barely had a chance to warm into this. What if? You know, it's always that what if. This is only the start, it's only the first half.
Well, I think it was Chad. Chad was very much a proponent of Penta for a big improvement today.
Here we go, though. Double AWP could be a difference.
HS took a lot of damage from that molly that just came down. See a lot of smokes being used to quench them, and geez, he's low. The airstrikes on that banana. Things people do for a quick bite. There's 2 smokes up now. They'll be clearing in a second. Zen and HS going to hang around here. So we'll see how they want to use HS in this round now. Grenade thrown does very little to dissuade Snacks to come.
Then with a rifle, just can do 1 shot. It's time to kill, all that jazz. Just you know, listen to Steel about this one, maybe, we'll see. Double AWP still into practice, of course, with Virtus.pro. Snacks playing through the kind of side of the smoke. They're going to play out into it. Confidence is somewhat key with this man and that AWP. But we'll see. No real opportunities given yet for Penta. They're finding it hard to find a way in. Yeah,
I mean, they're up against a double AWP, but they won't know that until Pasha takes a shot, or at least they see that on him. It's the first time we've seen that from VP, whether they wanted to or not. They're just buying up now in this last round of the half. So fast play could really be the undoing here, but for Pasha, this is just what he wants. 1 by 1, comes straight at him. Now Crystal and Innocent are playing together, and he goes for the pick. Now Pasha won't be a third, but he's done the damage. He may have done enough here as well. Innocent and Sunny now have to work this as a pincer, and half of that is done. It's just Sunny now to come over the top, and he's been spotted out. It's all but over 10-5 at the half here. Virtus.pro not finding those CT-sided rounds, Lauren.
No, but they needed that real final round there. They needed to get to 10-5 to give themselves an opportunity going to that second half. The first 3 that sat with VP again were the pistol rounds, so they need that to bolster their numbers. Gun rounds were tricky, but that second half is now imperative to their survival.
After the break, Virtus.pro try and bring it back here against a resurgent Penta. There's a lot on the line in this series, so stay tuned. And we're back on Inferno, ladies and gentlemen, and VP are looking a little bit singed. 10-5 is the halftime score for Penta. A very strong T-side showing here. Despite a few moments from VP, they've been a little bit muted in these rounds.
Yeah, this second half is so scary now for VP fans and VP themselves here. Now, I would say the VP on their T-side were, I guess, far more competent yesterday than their CT side, or at least we didn't see the same issues throughout the game. It came way closer, so there is light in the end of this tunnel, but Penta are looking a little bit different here, looking like a very different team than we saw yesterday, so I think that this is a new look that maybe we were meant to see yesterday, but we didn't get the chance to.
Well, this is just the look that we were supposed to be seeing.
Exactly, so hopefully for them, they can keep this up. It'd be nice to see, what they can actually achieve here. And well, for VP, it's still, you've got to get going pretty early here. You've got to get up and get the rounds on the board, because so far it's been a real struggle for them. They
did win, obviously, the first pistol round. I think the scoreline was something to the tune of 4-0 or 5-0 before Penta actually got started here. So to win both pistols in this map and then for things to sort of potentially go wrong for Virtus.pro would be a very damning indictment of their ability to hold these gun rounds, Lauren. That's something we need to look for. So for Penta, I mean, if we want to go by pistol round stats, they ought to win this one out and get out to a good start here. They did well to recover in that first half, despite losing that pistol round. That's what we're looking for, of course, to start things off here. And we can see that, obviously, Virtus.pro in situations where they don't have the money, we see Pasha go for that, the Mag 7. There was only one round where we saw that CT double AWP from Virtus.pro, and it did work quite well, to be fair, for both AWPers. All these things to be considered, and also what Penta will be producing now that this is definitely going to be a bit more comfortable for Crystal to play AWP on if he so chooses. That's
a good point, actually, yeah. That'd be an interesting one to see if he actually does go for that. At this point, though, let's see what we have this round. It looks like an all-in B play from VP. One smoke on Neo, that's been put to play. Another on Bialy, but now Innocent already sees the information. Everyone's here, guys. Get all over. Zen, though, lands a blinder as well. This could still be a little bit problematic. Taz has found Zen, though, so at least there's a chance. And they're just sending the wolves towards Innocent. 2 players go hunting.
He just had to stay alive a little bit longer. He would have had a 2-player peeking towards what Virtus.pro were coming around into construction with. However, there's a 3v3 now in the retake scenario here. Eventually, Penta are going to have to pull the trigger. Pasha wants to play up close here, and Sunny Bob's on his own. He had snacks there. That's a really nice setup to do, especially mid to late round. And that could be real struggle town. Now it's up to individual brilliance for Crystal. Has no armor to speak of. The head of stacks goes rolling, though. It's just the one. It's going to have to do for now. It's all on HS. He knows where Taz is. He's seen him poke around, but there's a player behind him. And it's the rope-a-dope for Virtus.pro. The bait and switch, and Pasha finds that kill. Both pistol rounds won in this map.
And it was so nicely done. You could see how aggressive they were. They weren't even allowing a chance of a retake. They were confident. Both of the players wanted to secure coffins, so two of them pushed up towards that ruin entrance, and they held it. They didn't allow the play back in. So nicely done from VP, stabilizing the scoreline somewhat as well. Now, the buyback in from Penta is light, but it's enough that they can maybe do a bit of damage. 2 rifles invested, 4 Virtus.pro, 3 SMGs there, and the UMPs, of course, to be the choice.
Big old B stack here for Penta. And Sunny is the scout.
Oh,
God, you gotta love those,
Marshall,
really.
What are you doing?
Oh, he's giving that away to Sunny there. Who expects that kind of pick? I mean, it is, I guess, a pistol force round for Penta. Virtus.pro just a little bit slack there.
You can see the gun from that spot. Like, it's you're one of the players with the rifle. I guess you're meant to be a little bit more. I don't know. That's a little bit unfortunate.
And with Innocent as far down Banana as he was, he got the information now to provoke a rotate back for Penta, so they can actually have players at this side instead of just Sunny on his own. So far looking good. Oh, the deagle comes through from HS. Virtus.pro cannot afford to let things drop here. They won the pistol. This is their ticket to closing the gap, giving them a buffer.
That looked like the Source Deagle. I swear he was still running when he was doing that. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the Deagle at the moment. I think it's one of the more balanced pistols out there, but that was a little bit spicy. All right, so there's still that double stack towards Pit, which is quite deadly, but they do only have pistols. They're not checking it. That smoke doesn't cover everything. There's good damage being done, and there's still Sunny here being patient. Innocent en route and HS doing the same. Neo securing top mid. He's been watching for that push-up, gets the kill. Innocent now down. Sunny looks for the play back in, but it looks like VP are being very mindful of Pit, and maybe not mindful enough. Sunny's been given 2 big opportunities. Oh, HS finds Snacks.
I'm done. I can't believe this.
It's Neo. He
42.
can save it.
He's just going to have to explode in on towards his side now. There's a molly in his way. He can't get around it. He has to take the damage. And Penta turn it around. Just dastardly situation. It's a nightmare for Virtus.pro. And the Deagles come up trumps this time around. Penta break back on the pistol force of Virtus.pro. The egg is on your face, gents.
Yeah, it's certainly not all sunshine and rainbows here. Sunny, look at this start. Pasha was just so unaware. I don't know if he didn't realize he could be seen from there, from top mid, but your gun shows and your whole player model shows. You could see the headshot. He just took his time. He was like, great, this is nice. But it was HS who did that kind of crazy shot that was just, it didn't look like it should have hit. If I was VP, I'd be tilted that shot came through. Like, a moving Deagle is just dirty. So, anyway, he might have actually, been able to stand still for a second and get that shot off, but that looked, right on the cusp of it. Anyway, money is now depleted for VP. They need to suffer through this round. Any damage they've done is a benefit. Any plant, brilliant.
Don't see this often anymore. Sorry, I mean, we don't see that much these days. That really aggressive peak actually down towards the staircase in apartments there. Nice to see it. And this is probably going to be a rough one here for VP. You can see how low they are. Snacks is hoping to get in and just try and be a wrecking ball here. But Crystal's going to be able to back HS up pretty comfortably. Neo and Bialy can wrap here, but Pasha's being kept away from Banana completely because of smoke in mid. So now for Neo and Bialy, the question is, do we turn back around? Do we come back to A? What do you do about this?
You give him time. Pasha can't move. Zen's locking him down. It's done. He can maybe go back towards T spawning and maybe look towards second mid. But you're going to give these guys time to play. Innocent's now found him. Pasha's chances have just gone from maybe like 5% to pretty much 0 here. Block to hand, not going to get it done this time. Zen is there and diligently watching. And you blink and you look at that scoreline and it's not good. 12-6 here. And to remind you of the map pool, I'm pretty sure we'll be on to Train next. And then Mirage if required. Now, I know Train does sit well with Penta in their record again. But,
it was not great last night.
No, it wasn't. That was the big thing. It was very, very lackluster. I think that was the biggest kind of downfall. We didn't see those players turn up. So, again, it looks like a new version of Penta. But still, that's on the horizon. It's not over yet. It's still 12-6, though. But that nade! Oh!
There was 2, I think, thrown down mid.
Yeah.
That is definitely going to shatter you a little bit here as well. Virtus.pro shaken, but not out of this now. Tentatively inch their way up the middle of the map here. They really don't want to run into any more dastardly traps. Now, this is fairly aggressive by Crystal, given that he actually gave up this position already.
Where are you, Crystal? Well, you're just sat in the middle of no man's land there. There's no you can back to. You're just right out. Maybe hoping they hadn't walked up. Sunny, though, uses that team flash well. It kind of comes through from down towards Pit. He does the favor right back to him. And there you go. HS makes the most of it. Really nice team play between the two. You can see Pasha there was isolated. Couldn't help out Snacks. The flash worked out really well from Sunny. Nice angle, though, found by Pasha. Not sure if he's going to get a follow-up here, though. 3 players remain. Bomb duly noted by Penta.
Pasha, a man with very limited options. And so much to lose in the rest of his team right now. Especially in a round like this one. I don't really need to explain that any further, but for VP, they spent bank on this round to try and stop Penta, and it's not worked well at all. And Penta have covered each other so well with his crossfires on the A side. Really hard to take issue with them, except for Crystal going a little bit maverick, a little bit rogue, but you had to expect that from a player like him. He's been doing it, wow, since 2008.
Yeah, Pasha might be just on the save this time. Off we go. Yeah, time to keep control of it. And look at that scoreboard. The thing is, you look at Penta and everyone's delivering someone. Yeah. You know what I mean? You got 12 kills on Innocent, but that's fine. He's holding his own. It does feel a little bit like no one's really providing much for VP at the moment. You've got Snacks doing okay, but still, that was a lot of the AWP coming through, and it's just a little bit of a shame.
Yeah, Pasha there taking out maybe some of his frustration on some of the fittings. Better to do it in game than in real life, I'm sure. Money, not good for VP. This is really average, 2750 being the most here for Taz. There's an AK in for Pasha. So now I'm really interested to see how they sort of support this weapon that was saved in from that prior round. Mind you that Pasha really doesn't have much to work with.
Bialy just bought down to like 1.7. That's...
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, he has. Okay. Pasha bought down to 150. Yeah, it's going to be awkward.
Yeah, they need to get guns away. They need to do something to make a bit of impact. They'll be fine for money down the line, but they don't have that many rounds left. It's 13-6. All right, play towards B. Look how passive Penta is setting up here as well. You got Zen over by Nubox, and then Instant playing off angle by Coffins. Now they've got a couple of smokes, but it looks like they want to get quite close before they kind of give away the game. Innocent, yeah, that's the kind of angle I'm talking about. You've got to be careful though. Does find contact, flash comes in, now the kind of explosion comes out from Virtus.pro. They want to get that side fast. Zen though, well aware, nice positioning, lands the shots, doesn't get kind of overwhelmed, and finally Innocent comes out to support in the final. Well played there through from Zen and Innocent, good crossfire, not panicking, and yeah, this is getting scary.
Yep. The round loss at least is there. Pasha was the one obviously brought down to only 150 odd, so he's not going to be well brought up. The rest of them had about 2K, so that's fine. It's the best you can hope for here for Virtus.pro. And you have to go for this. You have to force up whatever you possibly can, and they have done so. Losing this round, I mean, they might be able to scrabble some UMPs together in the next, but that's going to be about it at this stage. Plenty of utility, UMP for Pasha, no real loss there. Potentially on this map, we've seen him be more effective with the Mag 7 anyway. And a slow start. Spread up over the mid and second mid side for Virtus.pro. No presence in towards Banana, and this has meant no utility required to be used for Penta to take control. In fact, none of that has been forced out yet. Good patience for Crystal to hold that molly here.
I wonder if we're going to see the smokes that we saw before.
Oh, the nice line of smokes towards Pit.
Yeah, maybe. They're not quite there spot for it, but that's a shame. They've been quite a cool little thing to see if it actually came back through, but it's what it is. Innocent actually playing a little bit more of an attentive play, or I guess position, over by Banana. So he plays down the bottom there, sprays it in. Got to be careful. That's
maybe could have gone a second early before the smoke plumed and actually had to dig at it, but yep. It's funny. You should be able to get away comfortably enough. 50 seconds in the round here. VP with 4 players grouped up here towards Banana. Bialy will remain over towards
Bialy?
Bialy. Calls him that.
Matt.
Oh, God. So 2 players. There's only Zen and Innocent here at B, so no early rotations to speak of for Penta. So this is Virtus.pro doing what they do best and, keeping you confused about where they are over the map. And now the Raps come through. Bialy sneaks through. He gets away with murder.
Oh, Sonny, Jim, what's going on here? You're having a bit of a mare. Bialy's been let loose. Now Innocent's pretty much shitting it. Like, look at this guy. He's like, where can I go?
This is that mission in the video game where you have to hold off against waves of zombies, except this time it's angry, like, grumpy, grizzled poles for as long as you possibly can. Zen, it's not a good position at all, and this is far better from Virtus.pro. They played the map well. Time is ticking down. They need to get a plant somewhere along the line. They can't get sprayed down. There needs to be a plant here.
Taz?
There's one off in the corner. Taz needs to make this one happen here. Desperate. He gets it down just in time, but now the 1v1. Virtus.pro collapse in the meantime. And it's Sunny v Taz with 3 kills to his name already, and Taz is in the corner. Sunny should damn well know where he is right now. He has the time, he has the kit. It's time to make a move. He knows that Taz must be in the back of the... And this is going to be a clench your butt and go for a kind of play. The spot comes in and Sunny's done it. Virtus.pro can't keep themselves alive in this one. It's going to be match point coming up for Penta. And there's nothing the Poles can do about it.
Can you believe it, Mitch? This scoreline. Oh, dearie me. 15-6. Sunny making all the difference there in the end. The time running so low.
Virtus.pro panicked as well. They lost so many players in trying to set up that
throwing bodies at it to allow that plant to come through. Taz trying to hold that deep off angle to force Sunny to swing into it, but no timeouts either, guys. They're just going straight through this, right? It's 15-6. This could be the final round. We've got the AWP up on Crystal, and a decent buy coming out for Virtus.pro. So there is real option here, but if Crystal lands this one, and bit of he's gone back for it. He's gone back for it.
Who else but Crystal to repeat that? My God.
Oh, he's feeling it. If you start feeling confident, you start, you know, we're up with 15-6, let's go. He's everywhere on the map right now. He's over in apartments now. The guy, all right, we were talking about his AWPing. His movement's not bad either. Keep your eyes on that one, on Train especially, which is going to be coming up next, no matter what the scoreline is here. It is still a best of 3, as we are in relegation. VP unallowed a step towards Banana as we speak. Locked out, innocent push all the way down.
Yeah, 6 set up actually for Penta in a round that they really want to win. This is how you really get an ironclad grasp on the map. Smoke's top mid as well, so you really limit the options for Virtus.pro here. Now, Crystal can work with Sunny over on this arch side as well. That would be quite a devastating combination. HS can just stay quiet on the A side for the moment. This is where the risk does start to manifest here for Penta. They've got players that are committed to Banana. One over on the left that's innocent there. So he needs to win this duel out. He needs a bit more. He needs Zen to back him up, and he's going to be there. Zen sprays down. Not too bad. They trade 2 for 2, but there's time for Crystal to rotate to B, and Sunny and HS will also need to go there soon. A 3v2 favors Penta.
Let's see what Crystal can do. They're not going to go for this. Where are they off to? They're going to do the boost. That's nice. But there's still Crystal. He's still thinking, where are these guys? All right, Molly comes in. That hits. They know he's there now. Has to fall off the angle. Bomb goes in. Bialy could be given a chance here. This is a very weird position. No, you don't. Crystal goes down. Snacks gets called out. And it's a 1v2. It's on Bialy now.
He's off the boost as well. He needs to challenge both these players. Sunny could have gone for the peak then, but he doesn't. The kid's there. Tries to go for a bit of a nade, and this could be quite risky now. It's the 1 versus 1 again. Sunny in a position to close things out here. Bialy needs to keep his team alive. He's often the mastermind. The head's been spotted out. There's not much you can do there. He tried to go for the full defuse, and Bialy cuts him short. Virtus.pro, a lifeline in this game, but look at the money. It's still not very good.
No, it's borderline. They can get a buy. It's going to be kind of shifting, you know, bits around, but they'll be okay in the end. AWP can come back out. I think it has to be dropped over towards Crystal at this point. We'll see how they utilize this one. Ooh, Sunny's got the spawn, so he's going to take it. That'll probably be switched out to Crystal in a moment's time. No, he's going to be just behind him, but if you've got the spawn, go for the shot. Why not? He's feeling it. Here we go. Straight down. Spots one. Can't land it. But he can call over. It's going to be a B hit. Be aware. We've seen nothing else yet. I've seen at least 2 people cross. Now the call comes through, and they're going to be aware of it. Look at those mollies coming in, and look at the early damage going out towards VP. Oh, Stacks! So low, 8 HP.
I don't know if that's worthwhile at all. That you've really gained very little ground of the grand scheme of things, and he couldn't catch anyone out at sandbags. It could have been a well-placed risk if they could have got a kill for that, but now they're just super low. And here comes a stall.
Look at this. Look at this positioning. There's 3 people facing here. Like, that's not
that camera
think
angle.
About Cobble.
Thank you.
Like, VP used to do this on Cobble on pistol rounds. They used to do it in middle. They'd push up and then do this sort of stuff. But Sonny, he's just pushed through the smoke. He spotted them all out. He still knows where they are. At least spotting out 2 is information enough. That can mean that Crystal feels a little bit better about rotating. But there's still a problem that they can rotate out of this. They don't have to commit, but they don't know what's been now gathered by Penta. They don't know if there's mid control passed over, if second mid's safe. Neo and Bialy gonna have to check that pretty quickly as well, and just make a guess, make an educated guess here.
VP need more. Crystal made an early rotation, actually. Very clever by him. He had no real reason to think that it would be towards A, except maybe the sound of footsteps, but he's there anyway to back up HS. HS, who himself, he's prepared in an anti-flash position over on A.
Crystal has read this so well. Look at that position. He spots another. Shoulder peek works out for him. He always wants to fight back in on these angles. He's such an aggressive AWPer, but Neo slipped through the kind of net, I guess, and he does find him. Now look at the HP, though. Pasha 12, Snacks 8. It's still a threat. And HS's position, it's a pretty tough one to check on. It's a very late commitment. So now we're going to see what they can work out here. Innocent finding Neo means this is very much up in the air, and HS is the final raid boss, and of course he's got a UMP, and this might be it. This could be it. Look at the time as well. There it goes. HS closes down. Map 1 goes to Penta.
You didn't hear that. I cannot believe it. Penta has started off in such a big way, and Virtus.pro continue to look all sorts of average. Let's head over the desk now to get a little bit more of a, I don't know, a academic angle on what we just saw go down in this match.
Mighty uncomfortable with everything that just occurred. Chad, what's the Aussie word for uncomfortable, or just like, you know, general just creepy feeling, weird feeling?
You just hate to see it.
You guys have funny sayings for things. There's a bus and a half. Why not? Thanks, Chad. Anyways, yeah, you do hate to see it.
You make us sound like we don't even speak English.
I mean, sometimes you don't.
Sometimes we don't. But you know who looked like they weren't playing very good Counter-Strike in that first half, Hank? It was Penta, who were throwing these really weird smokes that weren't actually covering off the choke points. And rounds.